y'all guys doing? So I'm just gonna say this because it needs to be said, and it's just it's in a lot of things, and it has to do with our women. And some of the men, just you can do this vice versa for some of the men. Not all the men. I know a lot of us really be trying to work with our sisters, and it's not much to say on that. Sometimes something not said is a lot said, huh? Y'all, before you got into the truth, y'all had y'all religions, y'all would run to the church, try to force or make your other half go to church, and y'all believed in a white Messiah who was nothing but the devil because he wasn't the Messiah. That devil was stealing every single Aboriginal indigenous man's spot, is what he was doing. We immortal, we don't die. There's no limit to us ever, period, of what we can do. Because we are the saviors and we are gods. We are only one spirit collectively, divided in rules and numbers. But that white savior, y'all, loved him. That devil. That same white savior, that devil, y'all cried over him, slobbered at the mouth, boogies, saliva and everything, foaming at the mouth over that man, that white man that gave you, which is nothing but the devil. Anyway, y'all screamed his name, y'all knew his name, y'all loved his name. Y'all did. But yet y'all turn around and y'all get husbands. And y'all treat the husbands like shit. And really only care about them for money, mainly, and sex. Mainly money. Y'all think that's what a man's supposed to be, and a man's not there to provide you money. A man's there to provide you protection. We didn't have money back then. All we had was land and trees that had fruit on it, vegetables on the land. And the women went, they gathered that. They never asked a man for shit besides love. A man is only there to give you love, pleasure, and protection. That's all a man's there for. Husband ain't supposed to be there for anything else. We're not supposed to be paying your bills. The church lied to y'all. Supposed to be doing anything like that for y'all. The church lied to y'all. If we do that, that's just extra. Doesn't come with the package, it's extra. And nowadays, most of us men, we can't. Both our brothers, we can't afford to pay y'all bills unless we got a real good job. And half the time, we can't get to a job like that. And most of the time, from what I've seen from a lot of brothers, can't even get a good job like that. And the ones that are fortunate to get good jobs like that, unfortunately, don't be able to get to the jobs like that most of the time. Unless they're in a big city like I was. Because there you can go anywhere in a big city, do anything. Man, there's no holding you back in the big city as far as getting stuff done, money-wise. If you're a real man, you're a hustler. But y'all treat y'all men like shit. When that white devil who y'all was crying, foaming at the mouth, slobbering everything over, falling out, shouting all over the place over, was trying to steal your man's spot. You find out that devil was trying to steal your man's spot. And a lot of this hadn't even clicked with y'all. Y'all didn't even think about it like that. But you treat that man like shit. The devil was so jealous of your men that he tried to steal your men's spot because he knows your men are the saviors. Where the head goes, the body follows. Y'all need to do better by y'all men and treat them like kings all the time. Even when you're mad, and you should never, ever, ever, ever get mad about money or everything or anything that he can or can't do for you. He's only there for protection, to love you, and for pleasure. That's all a man really can provide you. And a man really isn't there to really make you happy because no one can make you happy. You got to make yourself happy or you make everyone else miserable around you. Straight up. Like Dr. Sebi said, Mama never asked Daddy for nothing. Not a dollar, not a dime that it exists. Not an apple, not a pear she got on her own. Not a fruit, not a vegetable she picked it herself. Mama bought the food from off the land. It was free. It was ours anyway. Y'all seem to think that a man is only worth what he can do for you or how much money he has, and that's worldly. That's what the world taught y'all. And to get out of it because a lot of y'all ruining marriages. And have ruined good men that y'all was with before y'all even had a chance to get married. Because all you thought was a man was supposed to be able to have do this and that for you. That's worldly. That's what they set them cities up like that for. It's what they set their payments and all this money up for. To turn you against your man because they knew they have your man so far down that majority of your men can't do none of that for you. But y'all fell for it, look kind of sinker. And then you think it's an excuse. Y'all do to stop dealing with y'all men or stop doing what you're supposed to do. There's no excuse at all. Love that man for who he is, not for what he have, can or can't do, or how he look. And if you can't do that, you should have never got married, nor should you ever have been married to anyone. That's any woman. Same thing for a man. It comes for a woman, and vice versa. Because you don't understand what marriage is and you don't know what love is. If you don't know what love is, you can never truly love somebody. Because you never learned what it was. Love comes from your parents, mostly your daddy. And if you don't have not got that type of love from your parents, or especially your dad, or y'all not been on the same eye to eye, then you miss that love. And 9 times out of 10, you won't know what love is. It's the same thing with a man. If your mom didn't show you that love, you won't know what love is. The funny thing is that mothers, most of them, well, nowadays it's different. It's about equal now. Half of them don't give a shit about their kids. But I know in the past, when I was growing up, they showed that love. I know what love is because my mom showed me what love was. No female could ever show me what love was. My mother didn't show me first. Because if they did show me, my mother didn't do her job and show me, it wouldn't have mattered because I wouldn't have known what love was anyway. So I wasn't a kid. I've been just like most of these dudes on the street, dogs. Straight up. And most single mothers can't show their kids love like they supposed to. Because they don't have the other parent involved for the other part of love. It's a two-person job. My daddy had to show me the discipline that came with the love. For me to understand what love was and what it meant. And I was talking to, he had to show me too. And I had to go on to listen. Despite if I felt how much I didn't like him. Because back then, honestly, when I was growing up, I didn't like my dad. But that's because I was stupid, I was dumb, and I didn't know anything. And he knew way more than me. All praise to the source. I just had to get this out there because I'm just seeing a lot of this. Man, I bumped into a lot of it in the past. I'm not talking about anything as far as anything else because I don't want anybody assuming something or not put money in my business out there. I'm just talking about the past. But I've noticed a lot of brothers. I've spoke to a lot of brothers on the phone and spoke to them not around my wife due to the fact that it's a man conversation. And I've had a lot of brothers tell me, hey, man, y'all got to get together. We men are trying to work with y'all, but y'all got to work with us. Otherwise, dude, what the fuck you think's really gonna happen when it all comes down to the Fed? You need protection. Your man's protection. Y'all just be ready to lose y'all, man. Y'all don't be thinking. Y'all just like y'all really have become the tag team partner of the government and the white